Hello and welcome to this instructional video for using a custom reusable silkscreen stencil to etch a glass using glass etching cream. My name is Sabrina and today we're going to be etching our Pirate Mickey onto our wine tumbler. So let's take a quick look at the stencil. The front side of our stencil, when we fill it, it is coarse and kind of rough. That's the mesh side. And we flip it over. This is the photo emulsion side. It's kind of glossy and smooth, and this is what holds the design together on your mesh. So taking a look at a finished product or finished etching, here is Pirate Mickey that we have etched already onto this tumbler, and you really can't see the detail of it, but it is a really nice etching onto this glass. So before we begin, let's review our supplies that we need to use. So we're starting off with our firm long edge brush. It can be synthetic or it could be natural. We also have some glass etching cream armor. I got this from Michael's. You can also get this from any arts and crafts store. I have a spray bottle of water because what we need to do is moisten our stencil to apply it to our glass, and also have some masking tape, or you can use painter's tape, whatever you like to use. And I also have a little piece of napkin to dab off any excess water off of the stencil. So let's start. I'm going to moisten my stencil, and it doesn't need to be dripping wet. One good spray should do it, just to again moisten the stencil. And this is going to make it very, it'll mold very well onto the stencil. The minute you place it down, basically it will go ahead and adhere itself to the glass product. When it's wet, it also can be distorted. So you just want to make sure that the stencil does not distort. You can start from the center and pull outward to get any excess water from up underneath it. Okay, and when you have it in a good spot, you can just basically take your napkin and dab it. Alright, to get any excess water. So when you're happy about the placement, you can go ahead and start taping off Mickey or your stencil. Okay, base on the glass, and I'm going to take my cloth one more time, and now that it is secure on the glass, I'm really going to press it to get out the excess water. And if you have any fine areas, you really just want to make sure that you try to get all the excess off. Okay, so there we have it. So now we're going to take our etching cream. If you haven't used your etching cream in a while, I would suggest that you go ahead and stir it prior to using it. Shake it up real well, whatever you like to do. And I'm going to take a little bit. Also, I'm going to moisten my brush because it is dry. Don't necessarily want it to be stone dry. Let me take out the moisture from the brush. And now I'm just going to grab a little bit of the cream, enough to brush with. We're going to basically brush 4 coats of cream and wait 30 seconds in between each brushing. From start to finish, this should take no longer than 2 minutes to brush on 4 coats. We're going to be brushing in one direction, either left to right or right to left, however you like to do this, and then top to bottom or bottom to top. Again, one direction to start it off. So I'm just going to, again, very light coating. Nothing, you're not using a lot of cream at all. You're just going to really push in the cream into the mesh. Again, see how it's just, I used a little cream, nothing major. And I look over on the other side, I don't see any running. So again, I'm going to just wait a little minute, a couple of seconds before applying my next coat. Now I'm going to brush from top to bottom. Again, I don't really want a lot of cream, just enough to push through and cover the stencil area. Sometimes I will blow it just to go ahead and dry it, but I really want some nice even strokes. Okay, that's second coat. I'm going to get a little more cream. This time I'll brush the other direction. And if you have small detail areas, you really want to make sure that you get in those areas as well. So I'm just going every direction that I have. Top to bottom, left to right, all that good stuff. Okay. I'm looking on the back, seeing if I have any bleeding. You really can't see that. It's looking good. And this is our last coat. Not sure which direction I went in. Sorry about that, I'm going off screen. It's my first video. And when I'm done, I really just want to make sure I don't have any strange streaking going on. You have a nice solid placing of a nice solid layer onto the glass. If you want, before we remove the stencil, I'll take a little cream and I'll just lightly go over it real quick. But again, nothing major. And the idea is you really want to make sure you get in all the nooks and crannies of your stencil. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I'm going to take my brush and put it in some water. And now that I am done, I'm just going to cover this real quick. I am a klutz at time. So now I'm ready to remove my stencil. So I'm going to gently lift up. Try to lift up all the edges. So that way it comes off smooth. And I fold my, prior to taping, I usually fold my masking tape so I can always grab it quickly and easy. And now you're just going to gently remove one fell swoop. There you are. So we have our etching of Mickey. We're not going to wash Mickey off because we've applied such a light coat of etching cream. It's not going to harm, not going to run, so we can pretty much leave Mickey to dry. The longer you let the cream, the more brilliant the etching will come out. And I will usually let Mickey stay on till I'm ready to wash him off. And when you wash them off, you just want to make sure that you use cold water to deactivate the cream. Once all the cream is off, you can go ahead and use a little soap and water, and you're pretty much done. And you'll get this type of etching that we have done on our previous stencils of Mickey. So again, this has been a instructional video for glass etching a Mickey onto our wine tumbler. Thank you for watching.